Hi, in this video I wanted to talk to you about accountability. Now it's maybe not necessarily fitting under the umbrella of benchmarking, but I really wanted it to be a video I did early on in the program because I really feel it's one of the most powerful factors in helping people to stay consistent in their running and to keep running. And it's also one of the easiest to avoid if things aren't quite going well for you. So there's a number of different ways that I've tried to make sure that there's accountability in the program for you to help you become successful in establishing and then carrying on with your running journey. So we've got the private Facebook group for Ignite Your Running. We've got the invitation to come into the TeamTC training community on Facebook. There's an invitation for you to join the Strava private group as well if you go onto Strava. And in all those places you can be known by other people, you can be motivated by them, inspired by what they're doing, encouraged by what they're doing, and also you can go and encourage others. And the more that you get involved and immerse yourself with like-minded people, the more you're more likely to get on and do things yourself as well. And that's definitely something that I've found and something that has really been powerful for me in helping me to keep running, even in busy, stressful times in my life, or when work's been really busy, etc. So I'd really encourage you to take up those invitations to join the groups. And they are an invitation. It's entirely up to you. I'm not going to force you to join those groups, but I really do feel that if you're committed and want to do this for yourself, this is one of the best, most powerful ways that you can do that, is by being known by other people and helping you to remain accountable for getting out there, for running, for doing the work and doing the exercise. So with a lot of the athletes that I work with outside of the Ignite Your Running program, we tend to communicate daily, weekly about how things are going in their training plan, anything they're finding difficult, questions about clarification of anything. And so I've brought that across into this program in terms of the Ask Me Anything posts. We also have my email address, so if there's anything that's really bothering you or you want to ask about, you can do. And I think that's really, really important. You know, in the groups that I've just talked about, you also have access to all the other people in that group to ask questions of, as well as of me as well. But it is entirely your choice, okay? I want you to also see accountability as a positive force for good, not as a negative to be bashed around the head with if things don't quite go to plan, all right? In the press, it seems that every other day there's somebody wanting to hold someone to account, usually when something's gone wrong or something hasn't quite worked properly. And I feel that it's getting quite a negative connotation in society generally, but I really do feel that accountability is one of the most positive, most helpful things that you can have access to in terms of you trying to get better at anything, let alone just running, okay? So I want you to embrace it. I want you to, use it for yourself as well. So if you're thinking, right, yeah, next week I've set myself a target of running twice, let's make sure we get out and do that, all right? You've had a look in module 1 at the barriers that you need to overcome and the solutions that you can use to get over those barriers to make sure you get out for a run. Now it's time to make sure you get out and do it, okay? Or itchy nose. And I also wanted to say as well that there will be times where it feels impossible for you to even get out the door, let alone actually run the way you want to run, all right? There'll be times when you have a bad run as well, okay? Every runner that I know, including myself, have had bad runs, okay? It's not something that's exclusive to just you. Everyone has had them, so please don't beat yourself up about them, all right? The fact that you've actually gone out and tried to do that particular workout is great, all right? If it doesn't quite go to plan, it's useful to then reflect on why that might be, and there'll be a number of different factors that are all kind of merging together in terms of a reason as to why that hasn't quite worked out the way you wanted it to. So don't beat yourself up about it. What you need to do in those moments is take a step back and look at the body of work that you're covering in your running, rather than just at that isolated one-off run, all right? that will give you the reassurance to see that, you know, things are bigger and more productive and more beneficial when you look at it from a body of work, a scheme of things, rather than just that one off moment that we all have, whether it's in our running and fitness, whether it's at work when we have an off day, whether it's when we lose our patience with the kids or someone else in the family. It happens to us all, but it's really important. You don't beat yourself up about it. You put it to one side, almost forget about it, and go out and go again the next time. Okay, so that's accountability. If you haven't already got yourself in the groups that I've talked about on Facebook and on Strava, get yourself involved with those, be known, introduce yourself, and let's get cracking. Okay, I'll see you on the next video.